Everybody, what's going on? This is the Cocktail.Corner with your host Josh and
Steve.
Steve. We just wanted to kind of do an intro video, kind of introduce our channel, who we are, what we're about, what we want to do, why we made the channel, give you a little bit of our background, and kind of go with our future forward. So, Steve, floor is yours, buddy. Tell us about
Right.
your background, and we'll go from there.
Yep. So a lot of background. So born and raised, born in Long Island, New York, raised in Cleveland, Puerto Rican background. Um, Joined the Air Force when I was 17. Did about 23 years in the Air Force. Had a couple kids along the way. Um, Retired, started a whole new job. Um, yeah, decided to do this podcast thing with my homie, and there's a lot of stuff in between that we're going to fill in the gaps along the way. There's going to be some story time along the way. Shit's going to pop up, and you're going to get to learn a whole lot more. But in a nutshell, that's pretty much me, man. I got a bunch of aquariums that I'm into. African cichlids. Um, yeah, that's about it, man.
Okay. And so, how long you been retired, real quick? Since you just said you retired, how long you been retired for now?
Been retired for a year now.
For a year now. Okay.
Yep.
And what's your expectation? Why'd you want to start a YouTube channel with me?
So just like anybody else, you film the things you think are pretty cool throughout the day, the stuff you see that is pretty dope, and you want to share it with people. That's what social media has always been about, keeping people connected. And we were able to do that while you were deployed. I would make videos at home of just randomness and send it out on social media to random people, and apparently you do the same. And then we got together and we were FaceTiming while you were deployed, and we had a fucking blast. At least I had a blast. I was laughing my ass off. And we're like, hey, this shit's funny as fuck. Might as well,
Yeah.
If only such and such was here to see this, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, fuck it, let's record this shit.
All right, and then the Camo Cocktail name. What do you think that means, or what do you want people to know from the name for our channel?
That took Josh way too long to think of, by the way. But I think it represents us well. It's camo. You can either think that we're into hunting, but no, camo's like, the military part, the military background of it. Cocktails, that's pretty much all we did whenever we hung out, was just drinking in the basement, shoot pool, throw darts. Shit, we put them back. But yeah, there's a happy hour every day, man. So bring your cocktail and enjoy some bullshit time with us.
Yeah, and it don't have to be alcoholic. It could be Coke, could be lemonade, tea. What's your drink that you drink, Steve? That morning drink that you like? Mud water, right?
Oh, mud water, yeah.
Could be a mud water, could be Gatorade, whatever you want. Just have something to sip on, some coffee. So I'm Josh. I'm active duty still. I'm in the Army. I'm at 22 years right now. I have approved retirement. I retire in about 20 or 19 months. I've known Steve for 17-ish, 18 years. I also have I have a child, not kids. I have a child. But yeah, me and Steve be talking, and we always joke and watch videos together and stuff. And through my time being deployed overseas, I always watch YouTube for videos that kind of like get away and kind of like vibe and see how other people think about things. And like Steve said, my last deployment was kind of rough. My last couple months were difficult, which we'll kind of get into later on. But we started just filming. Well, we started recording and talking every single day, and we're like, hey, let's do a channel and let's have some fun. So on the channel, we're gonna try to do some interview. We're gonna do some interviews with other people because you know on YouTube you see a lot of interviews with people that interview military people with their like spec ops, you know, like Navy SEALs or PJs or Delta Force. We're just two regular dudes that did, you know, 20 plus years. We're gonna retire. We're dads. I'm Cuban. He's Puerto Rican. He's Air Force. I'm Army. You know, we're gonna talk about everything: news, movies, games. We're gonna have little skits and stuff like that. As you can see on the channel, we have some skits. You know, just some fun stuff. But that's really about it. So what we want though is interaction. We want all y'all fans out there to like, you know, write us, let us know like, hey, talk about this, talk about that. Or those of y'all that may want to know about the military, the Air Force or the Army, getting in, your experience in retirement. Like Steve could tell you all about retirement and the transition from going from active duty into being a civilian again. And I can kind of talk about the process I'm going through retirement with Steve helping me. And yeah, two friends having a good time, man, having a cocktail, whether it is, you know, I'm drinking a little screwdriver tonight myself. And then, you know, that's about it. That's what I think, man.
Rum and Coke over here.
Mm, that's good. What kind of rum you drinking?
Cruzan rum.